Dear students, hope you all are well. This is Shetu Mitra, lecturer, Department of Agriculture Studies, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Now, you all are welcome to my today's discussion. Today, I will discuss about Chapter 2, Section 1 from first paper, and the name of the section is Soil Acidity and Alkalinity. After completing today's lesson, you are able to know about soil pH, its definition, then the definition, characteristics and reclamation process of acidic soil and alkaline soil. Then soil texture, its classification, importance of soil texture and importance of texture transformation, and at last the main hireability based question and applied based question. So now the pH. What is pH? An universal definition is present about pH, that is the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration. For write this, that is pH equal to minus log H plus ion. So negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration is called pH, and the soil pH, or according to the pH, the soil are classified into three categories, that is acidic soil, alkaline soil and neutral soil. And the pH is determining by, or the unit of pH is gram per liter, and a pH scale is present which indicate 0 to 14, and if the value is less than 7 then it must be acidic, and if the value is more than 7 then it is alkaline. So now the soil acidity. Mainly if the value of pH is less than 7 then the soil is called acidic soil, and in another case, that is if the concentration of hydrogen ion is more than hydroxyl ion then the soil is called acidic soil, and if the concentration of hydroxyl ion is more than hydrogen ion then the solution is called as an alkaline solution or alkaline soil. So these are the definition and main characteristics. Now the characteristics of acidic soil. So firstly the value of pH, that is less than 7. Then some other normal characteristics are present, that is the activities of bacteria and actinomyces decreases and the activities of normal fungi are increases, and some types of plants can grow well in acidic soil. Now the other characteristics of soil acidity and soil alkalinity. So you already know that if the pH value is less than 7 then the soil is acidic soil, and if the pH value is more than 7 then the soil is alkaline soil. And some other common characteristics are present in both type of soil, that is if the soil is acidic or alkaline the bacterial activities are increases and the microbial activities and actinomycetes activities are decreases. And then in acidic soil the value of hydrogen ion is more than the hydroxyl ion, and in the alkaline soil the hydroxyl ion is more than hydrogen ion. Then calcium, magnesium, the availability of calcium and magnesium are decreased in acidic soil, and the availability of calcium and magnesium are increased in alkaline soil. And the main element, that is iron, zinc, bronze, the ability of these elements are more or increased in acidic soil, and in alkaline soil the availability of iron, zinc are decreased. But in alkaline soil one of the main characteristics that sodium increases and the amount of sodium is increases and the exchangeable amount of sodium is more than 15%, that it causes poisonous to soil. And some types of crops are grown well in acidic soil, that is tea, orange, pineapple, mainly in the hilly region. Here the acidic soil are present more, and in the alkaline soil some main crops, that is coconut, betel nut, sugarcane, date palm, etc., and it is mainly found in the coastal region or coastal based region. Now, if the soil is more acidic or alkaline, all types of crops cannot be grown well. That's why reclamation procedure. Now, the reclamation procedure of acidic soil and alkaline soil. Due to not cultivating all types of crops in acidic soil and alkaline soil, the soil should be neutralized. And firstly, we are knowing about the reclamation procedure of acidic soil. For reclamation of acidic soil, firstly we can use lime. Lime helps to decrease the soil acidity and it helps to turn acidic soil into neutral soil. Then improving irrigation water quality. So water is a good solubility. So if we improve the irrigation or water quality, then it helps to decrease the soil acidity. Then applying organic manure. Different types of organic fertilizer can be used, like different types of compost. Then use of green manure, and both activities are same. It helps to decrease the soil acidity, and it definitely, if we applying this in alkaline soil, it helps to decrease the soil alkalinity. Then use balanced fertilizer. If we use less amount of acidic fertilizer and use more amount of alkaline type fertilizer, then it helps to turn the soil in neutral. Then using biofertilizer like trichoderma or different types of biopesticide, then it helps to turn the acidic soil into neutral soil. Then wood ash. Mainly in wood ash, good amount of calcium carbonate are present and it helps to decrease the soil acidity. Then the reclamation procedure of soil alkalinity. Mainly many points are same but some points are different. Like we can use gypsum. If we use gypsum in alkaline soil, it helps to decrease the alkalinity in the soil and turns into neutral soil. We can use sulfur. In the alkaline soil, if sulfur is used, then it helps to decrease the soil alkalinity. Then molasses can be used to decrease the soil alkalinity. And if we use different types of acidic fertilizer, it helps to decrease the soil alkalinity, and then the alkaline soil is turned into acidic soil. And some limits are same, that is improving irrigational water quality and use organic fertilizer, use biopesticide, using biofertilizer, trichoderma or balanced fertilizer. All of these points, it helps to decrease the alkaline soil and it helps to turn the alkaline soil into neutral soil. Now the test procedure, that is how we can determine that is soil is acidic soil or neutral soil or alkaline soil. Different types of tests are present, but most common test is litmus paper test, and we can determine the acidity or alkalinity through pH meter and through litmus paper method. Here you can see the acid base detection through litmus paper. Mainly two types litmus paper are present, that is blue and red. If blue and red, both litmus paper are dipped into a solution, if the color of blue litmus paper turns into red and the red litmus paper remain unchanged, then you can say that it is acidic solution. And both two litmus paper are dipped into solution and the color of red litmus paper turns into blue and the blue litmus paper remain unchanged, then the solution is alkaline or basic solution. And if in any solution both litmus paper are remain unchanged, then you can say it is the neutral solution. So soil texture. Soil texture is very important for CQ based question. Some question, that is what is soil texture, or importance of soil texture, or importance of conversion of soil texture, and two type conversion of soil texture. Mainly, what is soil texture? Soil texture mainly is the relative percentage of sand, silt and clay particles in a soil, and soil texture is the main physical properties of soil. And the main importance of soil texture is soil texture mainly facilitates soil management, soil classification, and medium texture soil have good erosion, or fine texture soil have high water holding capacity. All types of characteristics can be known by soil texture. And if we know the soil texture, then which types of crops can be grown in which types of soil can be selected, and it must control microbial activities, and it help to determine the quantity of irrigation water. So, and the importance of conversion of soil texture. When we know that the soil texture of any land is clay soil or sandy soil, then it should be transformed, that otherwise good yield cannot be possible, or all types of crops cannot be cultivated in that soil. That's why soil conversion is very important for grow all types of soil cultivation. Now the textural classification of soil. According to US system, soil texture has been classified into three common names, that is sandy soil, loamy soil and clay soil, and five textural group, that is coarse group, medium coarse texture, medium fine texture and fine texture, and 12 textural classes, that is sandy, loamy sand, sandy loam, silty loam, silt, sandy clay loam, silty clay loam, sandy clay, silty clay and clay. So this classification are done according to USA system, and this is the textural classification of soil. This is very important for CQ type question, and it may be came in comprehensive based question. You know that the ideal soil is loamy soil, and loamy soil is the best for all type of crop cultivation. So if in any region sandy soil or clay soil is present, then you have to convert it into loamy soil. That's all types of crop can be cultivated in that field. So for this conversion, some ways are here, like by applying clay soil. Clay soil contains more clay particles, so if clay soil is applying in sandy soil, there it mixed and the sand particles of sandy soil will be decreased. That's why it is converted into loamy soil. Then by applying green fertilizer, mainly dhoncha, any other types of legume crops, country beans, chickpea, it is called green fertilizer. By applying farm fertilizer, many farm fertilizer, farmyard manure, when they are used as fertilizer, if they are applying in sandy soil, it turned into loamy soil. By applying compost, when we apply compost, then the sandy soil is turned into loamy soil. And the earthworm, mainly earthworm is a type of fertilizer which is produced by mixing with cow dung or extract, is called worm fertilizer, and in 10 to 15 tons per hectare of earthworm should be applied if we want to convert it into loamy soil. And if we can store water or from other fields or river on the land by making them gradually in sandy soil, then it can be converted into loamy soil. So this is the conversion method of sandy soil into loamy soil. Mainly soil texture is very important for the growth and development of all types of plants. That's why we should know about the soil texture, and here we must then convert it into loamy soil. That's all types of crops can be grown well. Here you can see a green fertilizer, that is mainly it is called dhoncha. The scientific name of this plant is Sesbania aculeata, and here you can see the field, and in second image you can see a single image of dhoncha plant with flower and fruit. Here you can see earthworm fertilizer. The another name of earthworm fertilizer is vermicompost. Mainly vermicompost is the end product of the breakdown of organic matter by earthworms, and this earthworm fertilizer or vermicompost contains water soluble nutrients in an excellent nutrient rich organic fertilizer and soil conditioner. That's why it is used in farming and small scale sustainable and organic farming. And here we use earthworm fertilizer we can use to transformation of clay soil into loamy soil or transformation of sandy soil into loamy soil. Here you can see the conversion of clay soil into loamy soil. More or less the process are same, but some topics are different, like by applying sandy soil. Here we use sandy soil to convert clay soil into loamy soil, and sandy soil contains more sand particles. That's why you can apply sandy soil on the clay soil whose thickness will be 5 to 7 centimeter, then mix it properly so that clay particles of clay soil will be decreases. And then by applying green fertilizer, I said earlier that green fertilizer mainly many types of plants like dhoncha, green peas, chickpeas, etc., or any types of legume plants, it is called green fertilizer. Then by applying farm fertilizer, compost or earthworms, then improving draining system and irrigation. So this is the conversion process of clay soil into loamy soil. This process is very important for 3 or 4 marks based question, that is higher ability question or basic question. Here you can see some board coming question. This is, here you can see a figure. This is a image of PS scale, and it came in 2017 on Dhaka board, Kumilla board, Sylhet board and Borishal board. Here the indication is A, B and C. The question number C, that is applied question, is explain the type of A marked soil according to the stem. Here A marked soil is the acidic soil. That's why you have to write the acidic soil definition and then the characteristics. So this is the A marked soil, that is acidic soil. And question number D, that is higher ability question. B marked soil is suitable for growth for all types of soil. Give your opinion. Here B indication is the neutral based soil. That's why you know that all types of crops cannot be cultivated in acidic soil or basic soil or alkaline soil, but all types of crops can be cultivated in neutral based soil. That's why neutral based soil is suitable for the growth of all types of soil. This is the main thing. So that's why here you have to write yes, B marked soil is suitable for growth of all types of soil, and then give your opinion. Here you can see another board coming question, and it is came in 2017 on Dinajpur board and Jashore board. And the stem is Mr. Ripon does not get good yield on his field for several years, applying adequate amount of chemical fertilizer, did not get good yield. For solving this problem, advised by agricultural officer, he examined the soil on his land in the Soil Resource Development Institute, that is SRDI. After the test, it is found that the soil pH is 4.5 in his land. The main indication, that is soil pH is 4.5 in his land. Then agricultural officer explained the reason of soil acidity in his land and give essential suggestion for solving the problem. So here you can see the question that is applied on higher ability question. Explain the causes of the problems of Mr. Ripon's crop field. So in the estimate present that in Mr. Ripon's crop field the pH is 4.5. That is, it is acidic soil. So you have to write the causes of the acidic soil or characteristics of soil acidity. Then the higher ability question is evaluate the advice of agricultural officer for solving Mr. Ripon's problem. Here the answer will be the reclamation procedure of acidic soil. So the reclamation procedure of acidic soil, and here you must write that the definition of acidic soil. Here you can see another STEM based question, and it came in 2018 on Dhaka board, Joshore board and Dinajpur board. That is, Kofil's father cultivated groundnut and watermelon in the Chor area for a long time. After his father's death, he wants advice from agricultural officer for cultivating field crop. Agriculture officer advised him to change soil texture. Agriculture officer also said that crop should be selected considering the texture of the soil. So here mainly the STEM is soil texture based. So here the question that is describe the advice of agricultural officer which is given to Kafil according to the STEM. So in the STEM the agricultural officer advised Kafil to change the soil texture. So that's why here the importance of soil texture should be written, and firstly you have to write the definition of soil texture. That is, soil texture is the relative proportion or relative present percentage of sand, silt and clay particles in a soil, and soil texture is one of the main physical properties of soil. And then the higher ability question, that is analyze the last sentence of the STEM. In the STEM the last sentence is the transformation on soil texture based. If we want to select a crop, we should select it from its texture based. That is, all types of crop cannot grow in sandy soil, or all types of crops cannot grow in clay soil. So here transformation is needed. That is, if the soil is clay soil or if the soil is sandy soil, then it must be transformed into loamy soil, because loamy soil is called the ideal soil, and in loamy soil it is the best soil for cultivating all types of crop production. Here you can see another question. It came in Dhaka board, Kumilla board, Joshore board, Dinajpur board 2019. The stem is, it is a large stem. That is, Abir, a farmer of Potokhali district, started cultivating scented rice BRRI 5 on his land with great interest, as the market price of scented rice was high, but he is disappointed for not getting desired yield. Later, he contacted the agricultural officer for advice, and agricultural officer advised careful selection of crops as well as application of organic manure and heavy irrigation in the field after visiting and examining the soil of his land. Later, he benefited by accepting the advice. So here are agricultural officer in the STEM. You can see that agricultural officer advised by careful selection of crops, and as well as application of organic matter and heavy rainfall in the land. Now explain the causes of less crop production in Abir's field. So Abir lives in Potokhali district. This is a coastal region, and his field was in the base of coastal region. That's why the soil in his field is alkaline based or basic based, and many clay particles are present. So this is the main cause of less crop production in Abir's field, and you have to write all of the causes. And then question D, evaluate the activities of Mr. Abir according to the STEM. So Mr. Abir activities is, he provide high deep irrigation or heavy irrigation and after that the basic waste particles are washed out, and here he applying organic matters, and organic matters or organic fertilizer helps to change alkaline soil into neutral soil, and if many clay particles or sandy type particles if present, then it helps to turn into loamy soil. So their activities is right. Yes, students, that's all for today's lesson. If you have further queries, ask your subject teacher. They must help you. Thank you all.